I'm Oscar.
I'm Gavin.
And we're making our special dinner! For our hospitality and tourism culminating, me and Gavin had to host our own dinner party completely from scratch. We'll be making spaghetti, mozzarella sticks, soda, and my family recipe, lemon squares. Now let's get cooking. Man, wouldn't it suck if, like, all of this was just for nothing and it didn't work at all? Pasta dough has to be stored in the fridge overnight, so we started prepping the dinner the night before. To save time on the actual dinner night, we decided to make the lemon squares and the sauce as well as the dough that night. Which, the recipe, might I add, had 7 eggs. I don't know why I didn't decide to just use a different recipe when most of them are just 4 eggs, but okay, I guess we're 7 eggs down now, 6 of which I had to separate the egg white from, which I had some trouble with. Please. But after my masculinity was shattered, we balled it up and popped it in the fridge. Next up was the sauce, which we didn't really plan out that well, if I'm being honest. We just bought a few tomatoes and just thought, yeah, we'll figure this out. We ended up mixing some lemon juice and vinegar with the tomatoes to have like a nice sweetness to the sauce. We wanted this to be a mostly meat-based sauce, but we started cooking that the next day. So it's in food processor, but we don't have a food processor.
So what's the alternative of a food processor?
I crush it up with my big hands. We're a very professional kitchen. Now wait, this cooking might be unorthodox, but gets the job done. Next we started on the lemon squares, which really consisted of pre-baking the crust while we made our zesty, juicy lemon mixture. Then after baking, we topped it with icing sugar and popped it in the fridge to finally go to sleep. It was like 3 a.m. at that point. We really should have started earlier. The next morning, we started rolling out the dough and actually making the spaghetti. Because we don't have a spaghetti machine, they came out kind of short and thick, but I'm sure no one will notice. While I was doing that, Gavin was busy cooking up the meat for our sauce. Just some ground beef with Italian seasoning and garlic powder, as per Gavin's suggestion. To make the sodas, we had some squirt flavorings that we would just add to carbonated water. My mom owns a soda stream, so I just figured I could use that. I probably should have asked for help. But when I was goofing off, Gavin came to a realization.
Shouldn't we have started the mozzarella sticks?
You're right.
Total time an hour. You know what? Do you just not want to do it? Okay.
We're not doing mozzarella sticks.
I'm sorry, Mr. Williams. Sorry, Mr. Williams.
I'm sorry,
and
Mr. Williams.
Sorry, our guests.
Okay, so I guess time management isn't our strong suit. It's fine, who likes mozzarella sticks anyways? It's not like we bought a whole can of breadcrumbs for this or anything. Soon, it was time to start the dinner and serve up our guests. Finn Bell, Olivia Grady, and, of course, my mom, who actually would bake this very lemon square recipe with me when I was a little boy. While we're having this nice dinner, let's round up the ingredients and how much it cost. Now, I had some things at home, so we didn't have to buy everything, but our grand total when shopping at Walmart came to $64. Holy cow! I am not going to survive in this economy. As we finished up our meals, me and Gavin patiently awaited the critics' harsh testimonials, which got pretty heated. You shut your mouth is what I'm saying! I'd like to know what your opinion on first. Let's go with the main dish, the spaghetti. What are your thoughts on the spaghetti?
It was very good. The noodles were quite thick, but still nicely cooked. Noodles were a little too thick. You know, it reminded me of fries.
It was a little thick, and it was a little gummy. I think it might have been like a tad undercooked.
And the meat sauce was very tasty and flavorful and yummy.
And the sauce was very nice. The meat was cooked good. It had flavor to it.
The sauce, the meat was nice. Again, the noodles were too thick. I actually considered it's one of those things that you have to commit to. Like halfway through the meal, I was considering going home and getting and door dashing some Ozmows instead.
Right. And how did you feel about the sodas? You didn't really have any, but you tried them.
I had sips. I'm not a big fan of like packaged flavoring like that.
Right.
It's just a bit too much for me.
The sodas were not really my cup of tea because they were too sweet and not carbonated enough.
The sodas, okay, hot take, I liked them. I liked them both. And you want to know what I loved? Were those lemon bars!
The crust and the filling, seeing as they are my specialty, my approval of your lemon squares really is quite high praise.
I ate 3!
I liked how they tasted, but I'm a big texture person. I didn't love the texture. They're the correct texture they're supposed to be, but I just didn't like them.
I was such a greedy pig. I ate 3, and you know what? I might even go back for a 4th one, because they were so good.
How, like hospitality-wise, do you think that we did like a good job at hosting this dinner?
Yeah,
These were very nice people.
I think.
Moral of the story is, get a pasta machine. Seriously, those noodles were so thick. Oh my god.